What is the higher self? Can we all channel our higher self?
Yes, of course, you were born with your higher self. It is as woven into you as your soul is. It is the middle of your being
How is the higher self all knowing?
because you are everything. At your core, you are connected to all things.
Can you explain where the higher self gets its information from?
It is coming from everywhere. It is everything. So I act as a middleman to allow this information to pass through. It is the Oversoul. The Oversoul is a place as well as a being. It is where humans go to die and be recombined and turned into something else, perhaps to incarnate again.
Hi, I'm 8 Ball. One day, I randomly decided to try a past life regression, and what happened afterwards completely changed my life. I discovered that I could easily enter a deep trance state to connect with and channel my higher self, which led me to develop psychic abilities seemingly overnight. Now, I regularly do QHHT sessions where I ask my higher self everything under the sun, and I share what comes through right here on YouTube. In this session, my hypnotherapist asked my higher self, what is the higher self, and where is it getting this information from? I voiced over the parts in this recording where my hypnotherapist is speaking. Do I have permission to ask the higher self questions?
Yes, of course.
What is the higher self? Can we all channel our higher self?
Yes, of course, you were born with your higher self. It is as woven into you as your soul is. It is the middle of your being. It is the very core of you. It is what outlines the middle of your body and the barrier between the white fire of the middle of your soul and your flesh body.
How is the higher self all knowing?
Because you are everything. At your core, you are connected to all things.
Can you explain where the higher self gets its information from?
It is coming from everywhere. It is everything. The afterlife, earth life, space, etc. It is everything. It is the Oversoul.
The higher self is the Oversoul?
Yes, everyone is the Oversoul. The Oversoul is a place as well as a being. It is where humans go to die and be recombined and turned into something else, perhaps to incarnate again.
Is the Oversoul the same as Source?
Yes, in many ways. There are many different types of Oversoul, and they are all one.
So there's multiple Oversouls, and then there's one Oversoul that oversouls all of the Oversouls?
Yes, you could see it as they are just parts of themselves.
Are people who consider themselves psychic just channeling their higher self as well?
There are many different aspects to the soul and the source that you can channel. You can tap into other entities and their consciousness as well as things that do not have souls. There are many things to draw upon, but the higher self is one of them.
So, people who have claircognizance, where they just know things, like your ability, where you kind of just get downloads and can receive information about anything while you're awake, where is that information coming from?
They meet with a specific concoction of a desire to know, as well as circumstances that bring this energy near you, as well as the ability to widen the tether that connects your skull to source to pick up and almost evolve into creating small scales or feelers on this tether that can pick up and pull into this tether to insert directly into the skull, as well as the energy field of knowing. And this is how you feel. There are many ways to do this. This is one of them that is, as you say, a download. But there are ways to reach your own metaphysical hand up through the ether and pick up on any energy that you wish and sift through them apart from your tether.
Apart from your tether?
This is a metaphysical hand that is created with intention. Comes out similar and in the same area as this tether that connects you to source, but it is not the same. It is created out of intention. Rather, your tether is the umbilical cord, as you could say.
So, do people receive information through this tether as well?
Yes, of course. You have constant equations and understandings and intention and knowings, biological DNA knowings that are constantly being transferred from source into you, and that is why you are able to live the existence of a human.
So, this is kind of like an unconscious thing?
Yes, this is the most innate thing. This is as innate as a baby pulling nutrients from the umbilical cord.
So, when people put a metaphysical hand into the ether to receive information, this is because they're seeking it,
Yes,
and the tether is just an innate receival of information.
yes,
So, are most psychics using the metaphysical hand?
yes. There are many different shades of this hand. It may look different for each person, their shade of belief and understanding and color.
So, what's happening exactly when you channel things awake? Is it the metaphysical hand?
Yes, she has used both. And she has even used three hands at once and received information from three different areas.
And then when you're in this state, in QHHT, the higher self also uses this metaphysical hand?
The higher self is a conduit between the tether and the hands, between the tether hands and the flesh body. So I act as a middleman to allow this information to pass through.
Just out of curiosity, can someone eat in QHHT hypnosis, the state that you're in right now?
The digestive system disperses as much of the functions of the body do. The same mechanic as the light body does and the higher self and the soul does. And so it does not work the same way, and the body is in a kind of like a catatonic space where there is energy of life only happening in the brain area and the third eye area, as well as the top of the head that connects to source and the other, as well as the heart, and some of the back where the spinal cord touches the brain. And it is the same, it is very similar to the act of sleeping in a deep state, in a REM state, in a state that is close to REM. And so the digestive system doesn't work in a way that is conscious enough to be eating.
It's pretty crazy. Subscribe for more videos. I channel my higher self weekly to share messages for the collective.